A few years back, if you had told me that you could snag a decent projector for around $300, I would have laughed at your face. But guess what? Times have changed. Don't believe me? Let me introduce you to the Aurzen Boom 3. It really does live up to that name. Boom! Just like a Michael Bay movie.
Boom! Michael Bay explosion!
Too cringe? I'd like to see you come up with something better. So instead of diving into the usual rundown of pros and cons, let me share a little story. A few years back, I was on the hunt for a projector under $500. I scoured countless reviews, both written and video, and came up mostly empty-handed. Sure, there were options, but each came with a major catch. Fast forward to today, and here I am, talking about the Aurzen Boom 3, which was sent to me for review. But just so you know, my opinions are my own, and they're seeing this for the first time, just like you. Now if you're thinking, hey robot man, I only care about handhelds, don't worry, this projector works with those too, and it won't drain your wallet. So stick around for a few minutes as I break down the usual and some unusually impressive features of the Boom 3. And remember, you can always check the timestamps if you want to jump around. Let's kick things off with what I love about this projector, the sound. But hold up, I won't dive into the sound test just yet. First, let's take a look at this stunning design. Have you shopped around for projectors lately? Well, then you might know that these lifestyle projectors are a new trend, and finding one that doesn't look like a clunky white or black box in this price range is a real challenge. Seriously though, you'd have better luck avoiding the doghouse after mounting one of those on the wall. This though, I think she'd be okay with this. Now back to the sound. Here's the Boom 3's secret. The back panel lifts off to reveal the 36-watt speakers. These things which genuinely blew me away. So much so that it rivals or even surpasses my pricey Xgimi Horizon Ultra, which costs significantly more money. Don't believe me? Check out this audio sample for yourself. Beyond the sleek design and impressive sound, I appreciate the remote because it features dedicated buttons for Netflix, YouTube, and even Prime Video, making access a breeze. The custom OS boots up quickly, and the user interface is snappy, and the autofocus is surprisingly good. But at this point, you might be wondering why I haven't talked about the video quality just yet. After all, this is a projector. Well, I've been saving the best for last. The Boom 3 boasts a native 1080p resolution powered by an LCD lamp. While it's not a high-end laser projector, the image quality is quite impressive. What about 4K? Well, it'll downsample that to a native 1080p, and it even supports HDR. Here's some footage of it being shot on a bare wall, producing an image about 65 inches or so wide, with ambient light coming in from each side. And as you can see, it's still a very usable image. Aurzen claims it has 500 ANSI lumens, and while that number might not seem huge, it's more than adequate for this price range. And I'm not going to get into all the jargon of lumens, because that's way beyond this video. Of course, this wouldn't be a real review unless we addressed the downsides. Not all apps are supported due to the custom operating system, and while you can easily access Netflix, YouTube, and Prime Video as I mentioned, Disney Plus requires using the projector's browser, which might not be for everyone. What I will say is that if that's a deal breaker for some of you out there, you could always just plug in a Fire Stick or a Chromecast, I guess. As for other downsides, I mentioned earlier that if you've shopped for a projector, you know that compromises are inevitable unless you're willing to shell out thousands, and sometimes even then there might be some caveats. For me, the Boom 3's primary limitation is its brightness. For instance, when compared to my Horizon Ultra, which is nearly 6 times the price, the difference in brightness and color production is quite noticeable. But honestly, is it 6 times better? I don't know, you be the judge. As you can see, in very bright spaces with a lot of ambient light, and when projected to about 125 inches or so, the Boom 3 might struggle a bit. But remember, this is a common issue, even with more expensive projectors. Did I mention though how incredible the audio is? Oh, right, you already heard it. And doesn't it arguably sound better than the much pricier projector that I also have? Oof. Wait, you're skipping over the big downside, you might say. Well, how's this for a comparison? I very luckily daily drive a QD OLED TV as my monitor, and when comparing that to the pricey projector, even that doesn't look great. So yeah, we gotta keep things in perspective, because the Samsung QD OLED is also around 7 times more expensive than this projector. So in the end, who should buy this thing? Well, if you're in the market for a budget-friendly projector that doesn't skimp on the sound quality, the Aurzen Boom 3 might just be your best bet. If you found this review helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification button for more tech reviews. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and what video you want to see next.